Stuart Niovi, I have a quick question. Would you refresh my memory and tell us, when you take in the energy from the crown chakra, exactly how do you envision it to go in through the different chakras and what to do with it?
Well, there's really, it's not what you do with it. It's just you being grounded inside, centered, your heart is open. And when the energy comes into you through the crown chakra, then there's room for that energy to flow to each chakra and to help expand and develop the chakras in you. You are not interfering with the process. So it's not that you do anything other than the exercise. You get grounded inside, you have gratitude in your heart, you open inside, you let the energy flow through you. It will take care of the rest. It does a better job than we can do. And there's no way that we can control that energy. All we can do is master the craft of inner work, and that allows the Shakti, the energy, the spirit to flow to each and every chakra. And it enables us to develop a strong chakra system that way. Our job is to master the craft of inner work. Our job is to use our need, our will, to overcome all the obstacles inside ourselves, to draw them down into the chakra below the navel. Understand? So they are transformed into chi, into energy, into harmony and balance. That's our job. The rest of it, the universe will take care of if we do our job. But we have to be able to do it. And that's what the training is all about in this meditation that I teach, is learning how to do this. Learning how, honestly, to get free of yourself, to be nothing inside, so that you can become everything connected to higher energy in the universe. But all the ego, all the blocks, the tensions, you learn how to transform them into energy that's positive and that really works for you, instead of being a hindrance to your inner growth. And not only your inner growth, a hindrance to everything we do in life. Whether it's inside, internal, or it's external in the world, it's always our tension, our ego, that creates all the problems. So that's what we do. Our job is to make sure that energy can flow through us. We are not in the way. And then the energy comes in through the crown chakra and it goes into each and every chakra. And if you're grounded, you're centered below the navel, then that you really have the strength to open and embrace that and allow that energy to truly, help you to grow inside yourself. I mean, this is a pact that we have with higher energy. We have to do our work and it will do its work. But if we don't do our work, it can't do its work. And our work is really developing a system that allows the energy of God, spirit, whatever you want to call it, to come into us and to nurture us and to help us really grow in our lives. But the universe is waiting for us to do it. And that's the most difficult part of all this thing. It's all there. It's all on a higher plane of consciousness, waiting to be given to every human being on this planet. And the problem is that people don't do the work in themselves to enable this process to happen. I mean, I can't repeat it enough. I repeat it all the time, this whole thing, But without us doing the work, then this process can't happen. So there's a real marriage, there's a real commitment on each and every person to do the inner work so that they can make it possible for them to grow spiritually. not only grow spiritually, live with a quiet mind, live with openness, live with love, with compassion, with generosity, with, all of that is part of opening, and it's part of overcoming the resistances that we have inside ourselves so that we're more human. I mean, we have a tag that tells us we're all human, and most people don't live up to that potential. But by developing an inner life, we live up to that potential. And it not only helps us inside, it helps us in the way we interact with the world. It's a different person that interacts with the world than ordinarily the way people interact with the world. Neil, it was a quick question. It was a good question because it answers so much stuff that people have to comprehend in order to not only have a spiritual life, but just to function here on a level where they're not prey to all the tension and anxiety and, the unhappiness and the depression that goes on in this world. You discover that you're no longer in competition with anybody. The only competition you have is yourself. Now, can you overcome the resistances inside yourself? Does anyone else have a question?
Stuart? It's Flora.
Smita, can you please stop moving? You're disrupting the class. I really mean that,
Are you talking to me?
No, to somebody else. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
My crown chakra was open maybe some years ago, but now it's closed. I can feel the energy is coming through my third eyes and everything, but not crown chakra.
Not the crown chakra.
Not the crown chakra.
All right, look, have some patience, okay? It'll open, the Kundalini will get more strongly activated in you. That will open the crown chakra. But right now, we grow incrementally. We grow step by step by step. And we have to have patience with ourselves, and in time, all of this opens. So just have a little patience. Look, look, I keep telling you this. You look wonderful, Flora. When you first came here, I go, oh my God, there's a serious problem. And look how much you've grown. So the rest of it will take place, it'll take place.
But I think in the beginning, 10 years ago or so, it was open. I could play with energies and everything.
Let me answer that. Sometimes opening the crown chakra is a little dangerous because that energy is a very strong energy. And if you don't have balance and foundation inside, it can do just as much damage to you as it can do to have a spiritual life. So what you're building inside you is the rest of the system, so that when that opens, you're going to truly have the strength inside yourself to allow that chakra to do what it has to do to help you get closer to higher energy in the universe. So have patience with yourself. It's okay. It takes time. The pyramids weren't built from the top down. From the crown chakra of the pyramid down, they were built from the bottom up, brick, stone by stone. until you have the third eye on the top, the crown, or whatever it is. And that's the connection with higher energy in the universe. But then you have the whole structure that has strength and foundation and balance that enables one to get to the pinnacle. So right now we're building the whole foundation in you that'll allow you to get to the crown chakra. And then it's going to be a whole other experience. You will have everything inside you necessary to be able to allow your consciousness to connect with higher energy in the universe.
And now, today, I feel so much light and love. And thank you.
Well, you look, you have a lot of life. You know, look, it's the purpose of this, is to have life, internal, external, to have life. And that's what I like to see in people, to see that twinkle in their eye, that glow coming out of them, the golden light coming out of them. You know, that's really an amazing thing. And to see that it's not just an experience, it's a permanent state of being that takes place inside people. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay, if there are no more questions, then there will be a meditation on Tuesday. And I hope to see people there. And I mean, this class is kind of shrinking. I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, whoever comes, that's who gets, you know? I mean, that really is the underlying, the bottom line of all of this. So I'm, you know, God bless you and thank you, and asking great questions and participating in this, because this is truly, you know, work that enables a human being to grow in themselves. And I'm just grateful to be part of it. So bless you all. And I'm hoping to see everyone on Tuesday. Thank you.
Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.